G'day guys and welcome to ZooTube, your home of bodyweight training. Pumped to be talking about this topic here. Why is bodyweight training king? Why is bodyweight training king? Fundamentals, foundation, credibility, what you need to be looking for, and then you'll get access to a full body workout that will develop strength, stamina, fat loss. I'll see you on the other end of this.
Hey, check it. Hey, check it. Put the place up.
Alright team, why is bodyweight king? Bodyweight training king. I know you're all saying, of course you're going to be saying that, Nathan, because that's all you teach is bodyweight training. So guys, let me go through a process to help you understand how valuable bodyweight training is and why I personally think the Zoo bodyweight training system is the best on the earth. Okay, so let's start with number one, fundamentals and foundation. Whenever I'm talking to mums and dads who want to get fit from home, sporting teams especially that don't have access to gym equipment or they don't have access to facilities, so in other words they need bodyweight training, athletes to improve range of motion and all these different things, what I am talking about is fundamentals, movement fundamentals. Not a squat with a bar on your back, not how far your shoulders can get back with a broomstick. I don't care about that stuff. I'm just talking about movement one-on-one with no equipment. Guys, so many coaches around the world are in agreement with me that they are loading kids too early in life. They don't have any movement fundamentals. No one is teaching them movement fundamentals. In other words, there is no foundation to build on. And then all these dumb, stupid coaches are coming in and loading our youth up far too early when they can't do any wonderful movement patterns. There's no foundation. In other words, they are already moving with dysfunction. Does that make sense? No movement patterns, no fundamentals being taught, so they are dysfunctional. And then dumb, stupid coaches are coming in and they are building dysfunction on top of dysfunction. Does that make sense to you? Dysfunction on top of dysfunction. If you do that, it leads to compensation, which leads to injury. I'll say it again, no fundamentals being taught, the person is, and it might not just be you, this could be you, all right? This could be you trying to understand, why is bodyweight training king? I know there's lots of calisthenics and people doing flagmans and all that stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about understanding bodyweight movements the way we teach it in the Zoo bodyweight training system for you to use either on its own or to incorporate with your current training modalities, cycling, boxing, running, swimming, powerlifting, bodybuilding, it doesn't matter. Understanding it. So guys, if you are dysfunctional, if you are learning these movements and you are dysfunctional and then you go and load yourself up, you are building dysfunction on dysfunction. This leads to compensation. The body's trying to compensate under load, which leads to injury. Does that not make sense? So the way I explain this, I present all around the world, guys, and I'm the person with an empty stand, because when you are teaching bodyweight training, you have no equipment, right? So a lot of coaches walk past me and fitness professionals just walk past me and they have no respect, they don't value anything because there's nothing there, it's bodyweight training. But this is the fundamentals, it's the foundation to build from. Let me put it to you this way. Kettlebells cannot add value to bodyweight training. Weight training, free weights, cannot add value to bodyweight training. Cycling, running, swimming, CrossFit, it doesn't matter. All of those training modalities cannot add value to bodyweight training. Why is that? Because bodyweight training is the foundation of all other training modalities. Is no one teaching you this? Is no one teaching you the truth? There's so many presenters that I present with on stage around the world carrying on like this training modality using equipment is the basis of everything. And I'm like, what are you talking about? The starting point in life is humans and gravity. That's it. That's the starting point. Learn to master that, because then anything you add on top of that is laid on top of a solid foundation, because you're being taught one-on-one movement fundamentals. It makes sense, doesn't it? That's one of the reasons why bodyweight training is the king, okay? Next, if you're looking into bodyweight training, please have a look around. We're very proud of our credibility. So have a look around at all the bodyweight training modalities out there and see which one has the street cred. See which one has the street cred. And I'll give you an example. Zoo has been used for the last 10 years in elite sports. We're working with the Australian rugby team at the moment in elite sports. Armed Forces, I taught all the head PTIs, physical training instructors in the UK Royal Navy. Zoo's now being taught as a module, the Australian Defence Force, in so many sports around the world. I've been presenting all around the world. This is credibility. There's so many people out there, especially on social media, preaching all this stuff. If you dig a little bit deeper into them, do they have the knowledge? Do they live and breathe it? Can they talk about injury prevention, mobility? Can they apply it in a sport-specific reference to whatever modality they are looking at, to whatever sporting code? Can they do that? Or are they just doing it to get followers to try and sell a program? I'm so sick and tired of this rubbish, okay? So guys, if I was you, please shop around and look for which ones are credible. We are internationally accredited. We have been educating fitness professionals, coaches and PTIs for the last 10 years. Zoo is now used in 68 countries around the world. That is street cred. That is credibility. Lastly, guys, there's a link below. You need to click on the link, okay? Because it'll take you through a full body workout. No equipment, of course, low impact. That's the other thing. When you're looking at credibility and when you're shopping around, look at movements. If you understand movements, you're looking for movements that are low impact. That's one of the main things we talk about. Lots of people don't care about low impact until they get an injury, right? Until they get an injury. I'm so sick and tired of seeing people doing high knees and burpees and all this other garbage out there. There's so many other bodyweight movements you can use that are far more effective for strength, stamina, fat loss. Most of you looking on here and watching this want these three: strength, stamina, or cardio conditioning, and I want to drop that extra unwanted body fat. You do this full body workout. When you click on that link, you won't need me to tell you that it's gold. You won't need me to tell you that it works, okay? Because you'll be breathing so heavy, you'll be so fatigued and so full of lactic within minutes that you'll be thinking to yourself, if I did this for 10 to 20 minutes every single day, 10 to 20 minutes, everyone's got 10 to 20 minutes, every single day with no equipment, and this is testing my strength, it's testing my cardio conditioning, it's helping me drop unwanted body fat, but on top of that, it's mobilizing my body, it's reducing the risk of injuries, and I can apply it to any sport I'm currently playing, including cycling and all these other sorts of things. There's just a whole world for you to discover inside the Zoo Bodyweight Training System. So make sure, guys, you click on that link. That wraps up why bodyweight training. I usually talk for about 3 or 4 days at a conference on this, but that wraps up why bodyweight training, in my view, is absolute king. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. If any of your friends or family are looking into bodyweight training, please share this video with them. And as always, I'll see you in the paddock.